What's up, guys? Welcome back. And I am playing some Blastapopolus here. Going with a pretty common strategy, Dart Farm sub. Dart Farm sub's definitely not as good on this map as it is on like blonarious or Vortex. Because those two maps have a much better sub spot. Here it's decent, but it doesn't really cover that much area, so you can still be taken out by a regen Rainbow Rush or maybe even a regen Zebra Rush. So it just means you have to be a little bit more careful on defense in general. But still, it's a decent enough reactor spot that I tend to bring sub quite a bit. And this guy's actually going with Blue Nico, using the reactor. I believe he also has Ninja, something else, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know, not many people use Blue Nico on this map simply because it is a little bit shorter, a little bit harder to defend than some of the other ones, especially Vortex. This Vortex is really easy to defend on. Since you basically just need one reactor and you can defend even an all-out rush on round 13. So, yeah. The reactor spot actually, a lot of people like to put the reactor right in the middle, so kind of as far towards the center of the lava as they can. And I've actually changed where I put my reactor lately. I know it's a small difference, but I like to put mine down closer to the bottom instead of up to the top, which kind of just catches that bottom corner, which I think just does a little bit better of a job of stopping balloons coming through, since they don't have a chance to regen or just kind of go outside of the reactor range. So yeah, I know that I missed a couple days there, maybe 2 or 3 days. I actually had audio recorded for this footage here, but I lost it. Not really lost it, I just didn't, well, I didn't save it well, and then when I opened the file back up, it wasn't there. So yeah, that's fun. That actually happened twice. So once when I recorded footage for the silver projectiles, which I got not too long ago, I haven't put a video out about, because I had footage of it, and that's footage isn't terribly interesting without the audio, so I don't know whether I should actually upload it or not. So yeah, I guess I should just figure out how to actually save. You know, it's kind of a rudimentary skill that most people should know. So yeah, you can actually see that guy's going with the same spot that I was talking about, which is just like a really small amount closer to the bottom. But it does you can see cover that little area there. So I think it's a little bit better, but yeah, I'm just trying to catch those 2 leads with my ice tower. It didn't actually end up working out perfectly well. I mean, I got one of them, but I am going to leak some lives there with that other lead going through, as well as a couple other balloons, but it's not too big of a deal. I'm going to sell it and be able to defend just fine without it even. So I'm kind of trying to bait him into a little bit of a camera rush here, but he's not falling for it or just not paying attention, so I'm going to go ahead and just get my reactor up, be safe. Right now I probably could take him out with a just all-in Rainbow Rush. If I sold everything except my reactor, I could probably take him out, but it's a little bit too risky for me. I just tend not to like to do that. Even on this map where it's not the greatest spot, if he does defend like an $8,000 Rainbow Rush for me, I'm in a bit of trouble. Even though I do have quite a bit of eco, still would much rather not do that. So I'm just going to play it safe. Going to work on my farms, get those up, get those going for later on in the game. Since we've got fairly comfortable eco probably at this point. I've got 550. He's probably got 850. I don't think he has much more than that. Because I did go pretty hard on the eco early. But he has been continuing to go eco even when I've gone farms. So he probably has a bit more than me, but it's not too big of a difference. And really, in my opinion, he's going a little bit overboard, since you definitely need to be aware of like around 18, around 20, around 22. Those are kind of some of the big weaknesses for eco. So I think he's kind of realizing that now. He's going to get up that, trying to deter me from sending a Moab, but I'm going to go ahead and send it anyway. And since he has an incredibly weak defense overall, I'm going to also send him quite a few fast cooldown regen ceramics after it. And those are going to take him out pretty easily. Quite a few lives to spare. So that works out pretty well. He's obviously a really good player, or at least pretty good, since he's got 70% plus win-loss ratio. And then we're actually playing him again. We didn't rematch, just kind of happened to go against each other again, which is always kind of fun. Unless you just lose to the same person twice, and that's kind of annoying. Unless they were good games, of course, I guess. But still a little bit annoying, I guess. So he's going with the same strategy. And I'm going with the same strategy as well. I don't know. Towards the end of the video, well, the last game of the video, I switch it up a bit. And then later on in the arena, I actually ended up switching it up more. Just trying out different strategies. I went with Dart Farm Bomb, which is decent. Dart Farm Boomerang, which is interesting. I don't remember what else I did. I think I tried Eco. I definitely tried Eco at one point. So I tried couple different things. Because there weren't that many good players. This guy's good, but there were not that many like really good players that I was going against. So I decided to just try a couple different strategies out just to see what worked well. Since I'm not actually grinding, or wasn't grinding last week, since we tried to get chest 8, but this was actually shot at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I wasn't actually grinding to get chest, but I was grinding to get top 100. So I got like 96 or something. Just because I missed out. I got like 130th 2 weeks ago. So I played some games, but not that many. So just kind of didn't want to get like really close to the top 100 and then not get it again this week. So I stayed up a little bit late. Got some footage. So I could bring you a video here. But yeah, I am working on a couple of projects. I know most balloons YouTubers kind of struggle to find new interesting stuff to do. And I've only made 35 videos or so. 34, I think. I don't know exactly. And I'm already starting to struggle a little bit to figure out what to do new. I guess I could just kind of go with consistently uploading kind of similar stuff. But I like to just make it a little bit different, original stuff. All of this, obviously, this video is not terribly original. There aren't that many just groundbreaking things that I'm telling you. But yeah, I am working on a couple videos. They're going to be kind of guides. I don't know. That's kind of I don't know. You can see he did a better job that time. He didn't have to boost. So he did a better job defending my yellow rush this game. But yeah, they're just, I don't know, tips, maybe, would be a better use. Or, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not too far along, so I haven't even thought of the idea or the name for it. But yeah, I'm kind of going to be putting out a bunch of different videos that cover different maps, different kinds of maps, different strategies, kind of a lot of mistakes that I see people playing or making. So just those kinds of things. Because I know a lot of people have been playing for a while, and I know that I played for, like, this is basically my YouTube description, like, of my channel. I played for a really long time. Probably played for, like, 3 years before I actually got decent. I mean, I was always decent, but I was, like, hovering at just, like, a couple thousand medallions, just playing for fun, which is obviously fun, but I didn't really get good until I started to kind of try to actually practice and get better at the game. So, I don't know, I kind of want to just help people out, because it did take me a lot of work. I don't know, work's not the greatest word for it, but like I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and so I kind of picked up a few small things from a lot of different YouTube videos, and so I want to give maybe a condensed version. Sounds like I'm trying to, like, sell some sort of, I don't know, sounds like it's like some sort of telemarketing thing for something, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know, just want to help people out maybe a bit, since I know that there are a lot of new Battles players, and a lot of people that just want to figure out how to get better and all that. So the main reason I am doing this is because my brother started playing recently. He doesn't play that much, but I kind of realized that I was trying to give him a bunch of advice, and I figured that there are probably a lot of other people that also could use advice, so I figured that I would just kind of make some videos about it and try to help some people that don't have an older brother who's addicted to the game. Yeah. So this guy was a little bit smarter this time. You can see he's got that ninja up at the back. He ends up selling it though and getting 2 Moab Maulers up, which is good for the Moab, but it's not going to help him against the ceramics. So I'm just going to send him exactly the same rush, and it's going to take him out at least as easily as it did last time. So yeah, no matter how good of a player you are, you still have to kind of learn from your mistakes. So you can see there he's got a pretty good record. Kind of laughing at himself there, I think. But yeah, I'm actually going to go dart farm bomb here. Problem is there aren't that many good spots, so I'm going to, well, later on I figured out that maybe one of the better spots for bomb is down by the water, because it kind of hits that middle area, and it also gives you a little bit of time to react and upgrade it if you need to. But yeah, like I said, this map's kind of hard to defend on, so I know I definitely struggle to defend on it a little bit. Maybe I just don't know kind of some of the spots for Dart Monkey, so that's probably part of the problem. But yeah, not exactly sure. So, yeah, I'm going to be working on those kind of things. I want to do also a guide, I guess. I don't like that, but like that wording, but basically just kind of my strategy for going with short maps, because I definitely enjoy it a lot more this update than I did last update, because I think I've got a better grasp on how to play it well. So I'm going to be hopefully putting out like a strategy kind of thing for shorter maps, longer maps, middle range maps, because you definitely can go with a lot of different loadouts. Because this update's made it a lot more map dependent than the last update was, because for a long time Dart Farm Chipper was the best loadout for basically every map, with the exception of maybe like Pool and whatchamacallit, that other one, Hydro Dam. But it's definitely different for this one. And maybe also the other weird map, you know what I mean. But anyway, so I know a lot of people just skip those maps, which is maybe also another thing that I want to another reason I want to put this out, because I love playing short maps. So if it maybe gives people a better strategy so they can play short maps and helps him win a couple times, then that would be definitely nice. I have been placing my farms up there, kind of close to the boost for a long time, about as long as I've played this map. Basically, because I like to think I'm sneaky, and so I like to hide that one farm there, so they don't know whether I have a plantation or just 1-0. But I definitely think it gets in the way of defending. So I don't actually remember if I did in the video, but kind of right at the end of playing this boss arena, I decided to just put my farms down at the bottom, kind of where he has his, basically just to get them out of the way, since I don't know, I just don't want them to get in the way and end up killing me because I don't have the room to place down towers. You can see I ended up putting the bomb in the bad spot there. That's definitely not the best spot. It's far from it, but he was sending me some balloons, and he kind of forced me to build there. I mean, I don't know. It's okay, I guess, but it's really struggles because it can only basically hit that last little bit. But you can see he's got Wizard and Ninja, which is obviously not great. Not obviously. I mean, Wizard's not optimal, but Ninja's definitely improved a lot. You can see he's leaking, or I'm leaking some lives to his camo regen leads because I forgot to upgrade some of my darts, and I just decided not to upgrade some of them. So, good for him. It was semi-expensive, but he got quite a few lives off of me. So he decided to go with the Tornado Wizard there, which is never a good idea. Like, really, I don't think it's ever smart to upgrade to that side. Then he just goes ahead and makes it worse by upgrading to the 4th tier upgrade. So I've got about 1 million lives going through there. He's a pretty decent player. He's got a decent record. He got one of the skins, but kind of made a fatal mistake there. So see there, I got 99th place, so pretty much happy with that. So hopefully you come back for some maybe better gameplay, maybe better commentary in the future. Get ready for some hopefully good and informative videos. So, thanks for watching.